Okay, so it's been 6.5 days since I put the hides in the pickling solution. We already went ahead and fleshed 3 of the hides, and we're going to show you on the last one. This one's going to be the hardest one to flesh because it's the thinnest skin. This is a wild snowshoe hare, so the skin is notoriously thin and really hard to flesh without splitting the entire hide open. So this is a bunch of the flesh from the previous rabbits. So we're going to get going on the next one, and we'll kind of show you a little bit how to do it. So let's grab it here. Alright. So when you pull it out of the solution, you're going to want to wring it out a little bit, but you don't want to twist it. Some people twist it, some people like not to. I don't like to because I don't want to, especially on these, because I don't want to rip the skin at all. So the way I do it is I just kind of squeeze down lightly. Get as much water out of there as possible. Just turn it upside down and get the last little bit. Alright, so now what we can do, we got a whole light up here so I can see everything nice and clear. So now what you can do right now is just, you can start fleshing it when it's inside out like this. What I kind of like to do is turn it inside out. You can see the fur. It's going to look really nice once it's all dry. Don't mind the baby crying in the background. Give it a little shake. Okay, so it took me a little bit, but I found the belly, and what I like to do is come on in closer and take a look. When you cut up the hide, the hide and everything, you get a lot of hair missing and everything. So what I like to do is I like to just kind of spread the fur out as much as I can to make a little bit of a line that I can trace. And you just grab some scissors and start cutting. You really want to be sure that you're getting the belly, you're cutting up the belly, because it's pretty much going to ruin the hide if you cut up the back, because the back is, you know, the main part of the decoration and everything. So yeah, I can already tell from cutting these domesticated hides versus this one, this is a way thinner hide. Okay, so we got that done. So now comes the very tedious process, and this, like I said, is going to be a lot harder on this hide because this is really thin skin. So a lot of people who do this a lot more often, and have been doing this a lot longer than us, they use domesticated rabbit hides. So I'll show you one that we did about an hour ago. This is another hide. You can see the difference in a fleshed hide and this hide. So basically fleshing is just you're peeling off all of like these fat nodules and everything that is still kind of just stuck to the skin, and you're peeling it off, and you get that nice white color. You can't really tell by looking at the video, but this is a lot thicker and it feels a lot more durable than this skin. This feels just like a very thin membrane. So put that back in the pickle, and ever so carefully you just kind of find the spot and you start peeling, and I almost can guarantee I'm going to end up ripping. And it's real slippery because it's fresh out of the pickle, and you just get it going. Like I said, it's real nice to have a light here too to kind of follow it and see a lot better. But you just kind of keep your thumbs real close together and pull, and just work your way around. Be careful next to the edges, because the edges are even more delicate. The closer you get to the back and the center and everything, it's a lot more durable. You can pull a little bit harder. But this is what you do. And you just got to be real slow, real careful. Get that part started. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going here. You've got to be firm with it, but you got to be really gentle, but able to pull a lot harder than it looks. There we go. And now you can see the difference between this and this. And this is probably the most hated part of tanning any kind of hide, whether it be rabbit, fox, you know, bear, deer, anything like that, is the fleshing part. And on like bear hides and grizzly hides, it's a little bit different because the hide is so thick. There are a lot of people who use ulus and knives that they just sit there and scrape this stuff off, and it's probably not easier, but very different. So, and as you're stretching and pulling this layer of fat and skin off, it kind of helps stretches the hide at the same time. So right there it got really thin. I didn't rip it, but it was really close. I'm actually really impressed that I haven't ripped it yet, because normally this is so thin that it's just ripping every which direction. So that's basically it. Ugh. I got this big piece coming. So that's basically it. We'll go ahead and finish fleshing this hide and show you the finished product, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've been fleshing the snowshoe hair for a while, and my wife is helping me. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so like I said, this is an extremely thin hide. It is like rice paper thin. So we did get a little tear right there, and a little tear right there, and right there as well. So, and it's, for the most part, it is all fleshed and just about done. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to put this one back in the solution with the rest of the hides, and we're going to put it in there for another 10 days. And then once that is done, we will pull the hides out and wash them, rinse them off, rinse all the salt and alum off, and start letting them dry. And as they're drying, that's when we're going to go through and start stretching the hide, and it's called breaking the leather. And that helps get it that nice, soft, white texture that all these tanned hides have. So we will see you guys in another 10 days.